I think it's Naretta.
Gotcha.
Let me see. I'm
Jesus
conforming
Christ.
to the I'm conforming to the list. Yeah, Naretta, who's also a strategist. Then it's Rangus. Cool. Rangus is a fucking Vanguard
Mm-hmm.
because
Vanguard.
gonna slap people in the ass. All right.
What?
Is he gonna use a sword or is he gonna use guns though?
I forgot he had a sword.
Yeah, he does.
I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot he had a sword at one point. You're right. I'll
Or
probably
is he
just give
gonna
him
be a gun sworder?
a gun sorter. What is that?
Mm-hmm. And so he got ranged with guns, and then he also has melee with his sword.
I mean, Vanguards are usually like they're just tanks. They usually just punch people, so it's kind of hard. But I would say he probably just does everything. He probably
Okay.
has like a he probably had. You know what? I really wanted to lean into that thing that nobody ever really acknowledged about Rangus, how he can just make a weapon out of like scraps.
Mm.
Like, so I love the
Yeah.
idea that one of his moves is that he can make like a Punisher turret just by like looking at a piece of garbage in the background and being like, he goes, he just starts
No,
firing
it
it.
should be
He
like
did that.
it should
Yeah,
be
he did that
like
with.
you activate his ultimate, and anyone he kills with it is his
Mhm.
next gun after he comes
Yeah,
out of it. They're like
Oh,
their
that's,
model is
their
like
their
stretched and
body,
contorted into a gun.
yeah, their body ragdolls, and he goes over and he goes, Judge Jerry, bloody executioner.
a little bit like how Starscream used fucking Megatron when he
And he
transformed into a
goes,
guy.
Exactly.
his ultimate's like, Javik, we're getting high.
Let's get fucked up,
Yeah,
Javik.
The POV fucking shot.
You look like a you look like a character in a movie that wouldn't believe in all rights. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, he just said you look racist.
Yeah.
Look, man.
He just said I look problematic.
Look,
So
I don't make the rules,
that's not
okay?
the inviting look I'm trying to convey here. So
I don't make the rules, Aiden.
All right, my brothers. I'm gonna ask you a question that I think we've talked about before, just privately, but it's been years, so I'm curious. And also, I think the last time we talked about this, since then, Braden's gotten his answer. So, what would be your like end all, like nowadays, what would be your end all be all dream figure line? And what figure line would you trade to get it?
Ooh. Does it have to be a figure line that I'm collecting to sacrifice? Does it have to be something that I have to give up, or can it just be anything?
I mean, something that you've collected at some point.
Okay.
So you like Marvel Legends. I guess you sold most of that, but it could be like NECA Turtles or something like that.
Well, I know exactly what mine's gonna be. I'm giving up Black Series.
That doesn't. I mean, you're fair. I
It
guess
kind of counts.
that's a cop out answer.
wait a
All right.
minute.
Well,
Yeah.
I had a fair amount of Black Series.
Um,
TBH.
Yeah, I took most of them and then sold them.
You did. Yeah.
if I think of a line that would be an NL be all, that's like,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can't buy anything else afterwards.
oh
No, I
man.
didn't say that. But like a dream come true figure line.
Well, this has been a recent mind. Outside of Lord of the Rings, which I would love an entire 6-inch line, I would buy. I think almost every figure they would produce. Um, I desperately want, and I don't know where the license lies with it. Good, bad, and the ugly figures movie.
Mm.
I think I don't know if like I would have NECA tackle them because I would mostly want to treat them as like statues and if they ever include like fabric goods with them. But I think those would be fucking amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I would love a Blondie, Tuco, and Angel Eyes figures entirely, and then have like the
Mm-hmm.
graveyard background or like little pieces of
Yeah.
that would just make. Oh my god! I would have like a whole shelf, just them, no one else. It's that's one of the first things that comes to mind.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing, never ever would happen. Never. This is way out of the realm of possibility from
Mm-hmm.
everything else. I think you guys know what I'm going to say. And I'll probably bring up more of it later, something similar to it.
Mm-hmm.
Captain Underpants.
I thought so.
Captain Underpants figures. Yep. All the villains. If I got figures of all the villains and they were like hyper articulated, well detailed, I
Are we
would.
thinking Jada Toys?
That might be a trade off for like Marvel Legends in a way. I'm not shitting you. That would be. Well, you know what? I gotta be wise with my words here. Definitely
Yeah,
Black Seal. You're out the
because
fucking door.
Yeah.
well, yeah, you have to consider that you can't get Spider-Man after that. So like,
Yeah, no,
yeah,
I
Mm-hmm.
need Spider-Man. I can maybe like
you can live without Black
I don't want to
Series.
leave out Daredevil and Punisher and
Yeah,
see and Wolverine. I don't want to leave out those
yeah,
guys.
you can't. Legends is
But
too big of a price to pay. You gotta. That's why I
oh,
went Black
yeah,
Series because
I saw
every
another
now and
one
then,
too.
yeah.
Sorry, because I did it back in the day. Bone, Bone figures again.
Mm-hmm.
Made new ones. Maybe Jack specific or someone else. I don't know. They wouldn't be. I don't know
Yeah.
who would actually do that outside of Cartoon Books, which is the publisher for them because I think they self-produce their own toys. So
Maybe if that
that's
movie or show or whatever ever gets off the ground, maybe it's like a company like Jax might pick it up or
Mm-hmm.
something. Probably.
when you mentioned that they only showed whatever they did with the Netflix movie
Yeah,
or the show. There's only like a mock-up little doodle sketch of a
that's it.
storyboard of Phone
Jeez.
Bone. That's all
Gotta
they
love
did.
it. Gotta love it. They basically just announced it and they're like, eh,
Yeah,
it's not happening.
I think there was like I want to say it was 2 years of them from announcing it to be like not happening, you know.
Uh,
And they only did that, and it's just like
sucks.
let's make it.
Jeez.
That to me, that'd be the most. If I got to like hell or be any kind of the part of that project, I would try to do my damnest to make it like the best thing possible.
Mm-hmm.
That would be like a dream project to work on, just adapt it. But it would be
Is that the thing that
so
you would want to do more than anything? Like, is that the
um
project? Like, because like if you were given the chance between a Last Kids on Earth, uh,
oh,
uh, that sorry, Amulet.
that's oh uh, man, it's crazy. Mm, that's
It's
I
tough
know we're
one,
getting
man.
off topic. We're just kind of rolling off. I'm kind of
Yeah.
rolling off. Um.
No, no, it's fine. I have another side tangent that I'm gonna bring up
Okay.
because of something you
Okay.
said.
Between so we're saying between Last Kids on Earth and Amulet, Braden.
Last Kids on Earth, Amulet,
And Bone.
Bone. Yeah,
Yeah.
you just pick one of
Just
those.
between those three, not Captain
Yeah.
So
Underpants.
like a
And
show that you
Captain.
could work on. Is that what you're
Yeah,
saying, Braden?
a show or a movie. Yeah,
Okay.
if you only
Well,
work on one of those.
only one.
Yeah. They all get announced at the same time, and you can only get hired for one project. And
Oh
the
my
other
god.
projects will be doomed. They will
If
be
that
awful.
if that ever happened, I think I would just like I would stop breathing. I think I would stop breathing. I
You
think
go
I'd
to
be
cardiac
overloaded
arrest. Yeah.
with so yeah, I would. I would just be overloaded with
Ava
so
would need to run in there and be like, "Breathe, brother,
yeah,
breathe."
no, I'd be like struggling to breathe. I would oh my
Yeah,
god.
and then by
I
the time you come back to consciousness, you'd be like, "No, I'm applying for all three, and I'll just
yeah.
dedicate the
Yeah,
rest of my life to
I would split
this."
myself in halves just to do it. Um,
Mitosis kicks in.
it's gonna sound crazy. I've always thought about if they did Last Kids on Earth as a movie, and I'd be like,
Hmm.
it would be such a cool fucking movie.
Oh yeah.
I would love to do that. Yeah, they done the Netflix show and that got canceled, but there's like, I think Last Kids, I would immediately. I feel the most comfortable of like trying to go into it. It's not
You'd
as
be
like
scared to
daunting.
tackle Bone.
The Bone is beyond me, and I love Amulet, but if I ever did that, it would just be only to fix the ending. And
Yeah.
that's like 9 volumes worth of it, which I don't want to get all the way to that far and be like, well, now I have to. It feels like that's almost.
Now the pressure is on. You have to like save the franchise, and now
Yes,
everything's on
yeah,
you.
yeah.
It's true.
I hate to say I don't like the ending, but I really don't.
I don't think a
It's
lot of people
really
do.
sad.
You were saying I don't
Well,
think a lot of people
yeah,
do.
it's entirely sad because I understand why it was made that way, but it was just we have like almost 20 years if you waited and you've read through a series and now you're just like this is the ending and it's just rushed and you're like, come
Gotcha.
on,
No, I know.
Cat the Underpants would be if I could,
Hmm.
but they made a tremendous movie anyway, so I'm kind
Yeah.
of like, all right, I mean, I would love to get
Less to
sequels,
prove, I
on the
Didn't
guess.
it
time
also get
traveling
a
stuff.
show?
Yeah, it did on Netflix, but it was very it was not as it was more loosely followed the books. They didn't really do anything with like adaptations of stories. my favorite stuff, the Captain Underpants stuff, is all the time traveling books. They are fucking phenomenal. It's like the best use of time travel outside of Back to the Future, I think. It's so good. I will vouch for it forever. So, anyway, that's my tangent. Ty, what's yours? What do you got?
I was just gonna say that, yeah, Netflix is awful with shows like announcing shows
Ooh.
because back before when
Dude,
Sonic
Dark
when they
Crystal.
they
Yeah.
announced that they were gonna do a Sonic show before Sonic Prime, we even knew anything about it. They also announced an Assassin's Creed show, and nothing's
Mm.
happened with that since. So
Maybe
Terrible.
maybe they
Yeah.
were expecting that movie to do better, which it
It is
didn't.
now false hope of
yeah,
when you hear Netflix
I
greenlighting
don't I don't
yeah.
trust I don't trust
popular.
Netflix to
Yeah.
get anything done nowadays.
Unless
I
it's yeah, some schlocky anime that's like
Yeah,
just
or
bottom of the barrel
really just
nonsense.
a book adaptation that no one really cares for it to
Yeah.
get a
it's
lot
that
of
or it's like at
attention.
this point my faith goes to like Amazon. They can probably pull
Yeah,
off something pretty decent.
Yeah,
yeah. Either
that's fair.
Amazon and I think HBO could do it. They're not as likely, I think, but yeah, Amazon would definitely be.
Those are really the only like or Paramount because you
Or
got like
Apple
the
TV. Apple TV can do it too. They did
you
a
got
new.
Fuck Apple. I don't have any Apple devices. I
I,
can't use
I
that
only
shit.
think of it because they did a Fraggle Rock revival and it's like
Hmm.
perfect.
didn't they
And they
bring
did
back like
a
Peabody or some shit?
New Charlie Brown and Peanuts
New
show.
Charlie
Uh,
Brown, new Peanut show.
yeah, yeah, it looks great. I love it.
Gotcha. So
But
Braden,
Fraggle Rock was like,
what was your Dreamline answer?
Oh, you already know what it is, buddy. You already know. It's a Jada Toys Spyro line. Specifically,
Mm.
the first three games, all done in the style of the old models.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, please. Obviously, I'd kill Black Series, but if I didn't have to
Yeah,
kill, if I couldn't,
something more important than Black Series.
then it probably would be. I'm taking a look really quick.
Uh huh.
It wouldn't be the Sonic figures. It wouldn't be Plunderlings. It
Mm-hmm.
definitely wouldn't be the One Piece line. I'd probably get rid of. I can't, I don't want to say one. I don't want to say Legends either because that's a bit of a cop out too.
Mm-hmm.
Yet.
Always got them Ninja Turtles.
Oh right, yeah. I guess those. I was legitimately sitting back, looking around, like, huh. Yeah, if I could just not collect Ninja Turtles anymore, which I already don't really.
No,
I
no.
just kind of buy.
This means the Ninja Turtles line dies
Dies forever.
for
But you know what?
everyone.
You know how many characters they put out? It's fine.
oh,
Everyone got their fill, I
It's true.
think.
They've made a goddamn ton of Ninja Turtles figures.
They've made the most obscure characters. You're covered. You got
Mm-hmm.
like
they
once you
continue
got
to.
once you
Yeah,
got
I think just
Usagi
keep hyping them up.
Yojimbo or whatever,
Hey,
you're
they're not,
fine.
Yojimbo.
they're not
Usagi
slowing
Yojimbo.
down.
No, they're putting out like random samurais from like one frame of the show, and it's like, dude,
Mm-hmm.
calm down. I don't. So that's the
So
Yeah,
one.
I wish I
That's
would have that with
Jada
other products.
Spyro, what?
yep.
Jada or Jack Specific, Captain Underpants.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Whoever can do the
yeah.
best job.
My answer would be, and it's a perfect trade off. I would want a Jada Toys Sonic line, and I would sacrifice the Jack Specific Sonic line.
That makes sense.
That's what I meant to say earlier. Is Jada Toys.
But then you killed you kill my whole display, and I'm pissed at you forever.
Well, I mean, I've got more of them than you do.
Oh well, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'm just
You
looking
just
up and
have
admiring.
specifically the movie figures.
I have all of the movie
Yeah,
figures.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really.
You know what? That's a great choice. I
Mhm.
think Jada would kill it with Sonic toys because
I also
Jax
have
is
two
what.
other answers because
Go
I
ahead.
just love too much shit. I would sacrifice Black Series to ensure, and I like Black Series way more than either of you two do. I would sacrifice Black Series to ensure that all of the Robot Masters were made in the Jada Mega Man line.
That's fair.
And I
Probably gonna do
would,
that.
yeah, and I would also. This one's way easier. I would sacrifice Marvel Legends in a heartbeat to get a fully fledged Baldur's Gate line from Hasbro.
Oh. Well, I don't. Why do you leave it at Baldur's Gate? Just do a D&D line.
Oh
And
yeah,
bring it back.
D&D, but I would want Baldur's Gate to be at least the
Baldur's
initial
Gate.
focus.
Yeah. You know what? That's fair. That's totally fair. They completely squandered that market.
Agree to disagree.
God, they hate Baldur's Gate.
I will nuke the shit out of Marvel Legends for my D&D
Fuck that
figures.
noise.
Why do they it's like the greatest selling D&D thing ever, and yet it's like, we're not
Not a
gonna acknowledge
goddamn
it.
figure.
No.
No
Couldn't even make
figure,
Shadowheart. Fuckers.
didn't make the Well, we all know where she'd be going.
But yeah,
Editor,
all right, all right.
pull up the jar.
Stop.
Stop. Well, welcome everybody to the All Things Geek podcast. My name is Tyler, also known as Bionic Aside, joined by the man whose name starts with a beep,
Brayden, Oranzillion.
the man whose name starts with an 8.
Aiden.
We have a really light week, so we are going to be rambling.
Yeah.
We're in no rush. No rush.
For sure.
I gotta go, guys. Hold on.
Oh, fuck. He's
kidding.
rushing to the restroom.
We're no rush. So
No,
yeah,
I went before we left. I went before we left.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
We got anything
yeah.
to show and tell about?
I think we all do. So
Yeah.
it's kind of up to whoever wants to go first.
Sophie's choice. Who's got the least?
I mean, Aiden probably had the least,
Yeah, I only have one thing.
but he wants to talk about it for like 20 minutes. So go ahead, buddy. Yeah.
Right.
No, I don't
So-
care. I'm joking. You can tell as long as you want.
All right, thank you.
A podcast, man.
As the time of this recording, this is on a Friday, January 24th. A week from today comes the new animated Dogman film, and I found out a few weeks ago from Thatch. Unfortunately, wasn't able to be on today, but he let me know that there have been Dogman toys that have been released. I had no idea these were coming out. No clue. There's like plushes. Apparently, Jack Pacific they produce minifigures, which I have here. There's like a multi-pack 5-pack with Dogman. I just dropped Petey. Petey, Little Petey, Flippy, and Chief.
Avengers.
So I got it. That was like one of the first things I got. I was just so excited because this is like the first time we've ever gotten actual figures, and they're not like anything crazy. Move their arms around, like their legs a little bit. They kind of have some pretty bad QC issues, so I had like picked through of which one had like the best eye printing and what was not misaligned.
Be a thing with Shax. Yep.
But to have like a majority of the main cast of the movie here, and also like surprise character that they haven't really talked about in marketing, Flippy. I was overjoyed, and I've been overjoyed to have them. They're like about like an inch or two tall. But when I got home, and after picking up the 5-pack, I did a little bit of research on the interwebs, and I found out, God damn it, Jack Pacific actually did a 5-inch figure for not only Dogman, but Petey as well. So, of course, as soon as I hear about it, I had to go find a way to track it down, and I did. And I only have Dogman right now. Here he is. He's got his little shades. Jack Pacific, man, they knocked out the fucking park. I'm so ecstatic. This guy is so much fun. He doesn't pose a whole lot. The best part about him is that he can open his mouth because it's Dogman. He's got to do that. Sorry, it's a little blurry, but he's got articulated ears. You can take glasses off. You can give him some poses, but he doesn't really have a lot of like any waist articulation at all.
Mm-hmm.
It's all right. I really want to have like Dogman do some kung fu, but what a fun figure, man. I'm just overjoyed that this even exists. I was originally just satisfied with this. Like I have something Dogman in like a figure form, but not like, all right, maybe I can pose around a whole bunch. This isn't not like a substantial step, but it is quite big in size, of course, as well. I'm overjoyed, to say the least. I'm entirely overjoyed. It gets me so excited for the movie coming out next week. I cannot wait to see it. It's very faithful, just like the books. I want to get PD immediately, but they've been incredibly hard to find. It's funny because getting this, I feel like you guys, when the Sonic movie 3 figures are coming out, obviously not as cool like with this. But just of like finding the figures, because people have been hiking the prices on these figures for like $50 for just one of them on eBay. It was like trying to find Shadow when the Sonic
I didn't know that. I didn't know that Dogman fandom was so rabid. I didn't.
Yes, well,
Like a
it's
dog.
crazy how popular those books have become.
I guess so. Huh.
Yeah. So, and I hope the movie does well. I really do, because I just hope we get more spin-offs and sequels. But that's besides the point. I love this figure. He's great. possible contender for a top 10. I don't know. Definitely going to be within that realm.
Somewhere. Yeah.
It's just for my own joy, my own sake. So yeah, count me on that for later in the year. But yeah, I'm so thrilled to have him. I can't wait to get Petey. Maybe I'll talk about him if I'm on when I eventually get him. But for now, Dogman will do, and Dogman is go. So yeah.
Okay.
The,
All right.
early into the year already, and you already got something, so that's good.
Oh, dude, I got a bunch of stuff
Well, I mean,
this
you
month.
got something that is like you think is like
Oh,
worth.
yes.
You
Well,
know,
I
it's a
got
good
Black
sign
Suit
of things to come.
Spidey. Yeah, I got like 7 different figures already this month,
Yeah.
so I had to slow down. I almost went to go pick up the whole new Spider-Man retro wave. So
I feel like that's actually a pretty good transition into Ty's side of
Mm-hmm.
things
Mm-hmm.
because
well,
he hasn't been able to get very much lately,
That's
and
true.
well, I feel bad.
Mm-hmm. Although one of the
what's good?
figures I bought at the start of the month might be a top 10 contender as well. But speaking
Ooh.
of shoe-ins for the list, very generous gift by a very beautiful man.
Aiden.
No,
No, it's Pain. It's Pain himself. He's going to make you feel his pain.
He brings no
Uh,
pain. He brings only
No,
joy.
he brings all the pain. That's literally his goal in life, is to make everyone feel equal pain.
Well, not for you.
It's true.
You're
no,
the
it
only
makes
one who
Me
doesn't
happy.
feel pain.
Ayne. Is that how you spell
Just
it?
pain. It's just
P-A-I-N. It's just pain.
Oh
Just the
yeah,
word
sorry.
pain,
They
yeah.
didn't do like a weird
Nope.
cool
no.
stuff.
It's not PANE. It's not.
Okay,
No, it's
I
not
was
like
just kidding.
Max Payne. It's just pain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah,
Gotcha.
the leader of the Akatsuki, or the leader of the, he thinks he's the leader. There's actually a secret man behind the scenes. But yeah, he's amazing. He's one of the he's not the main villain of Naruto. He's one of the big villains, but he's the best villain, and he's so cool. I love him. His outfit underneath is, it's uninspired, but it's really all about the cloak and that look. So that's what you're in for when you go for the Akatsuki, is because they're one of those groups that just wears cool black matching cloaks, and they look dope. And he's a very generous gift from my good friend Braden, because he felt bad, I guess, that I couldn't buy any toys.
Well, it was that, and he came in stock at the same time as some One Piece figures, so I was just kind of like, well, same timing, and I was just like, are you up to date now on the Naruto line?
The
Was
only figure, so I never got the exclusive Jiraiya. The
But
only
they're making a new one.
figure, yes, the only figure I don't have. Well, there was like Dirty Naruto, but I still need to
Right.
get the top 99 Sakura,
Gotcha.
and then I'll be
But
completely
like
up to
in
date.
terms of newly revealed figures, that's the most up to date, right?
Yes, yeah, he's the most
Okay.
up to date. And then next should be
Hinata or
I
Tsunade?
think Tsunade.
Yeah.
I don't know when Shikamaru is supposed to come out. But the next three are Tsunade, Shikamaru, and Hinata.
Gotcha.
So
I wasn't sure if there was one that came out before Pain that you were waiting for, like the Amazon release, so I just
nope.
went for the newest one.
All
So
I'm waiting
okay.
on right now is I have my pre-order paid for the lime green and black Kakashi as well. But I don't know when he's supposed to.
Did you get the ramen shop?
No, I need to.
Okay. All right. I was curious about that.
I
All right.
haven't had any money.
Fair enough. Well,
But
I knew you were gonna like this more than the ramen shop, so
I mean,
like
look,
cool,
man,
Braden got me a
he's
ramen
awesome.
shop.
He's interesting. He has like the exact same hairstyle as Naruto. I've always kind of seen him as like evil Naruto almost.
That's literally okay. We were literally Aiden and I were literally just talking about that, and last time you and I were talking about Ty, you're like, no, he's not. He looks nothing like Naruto. You were like, it's not true. It was like when we were hanging out. You're like, he's not Naruto at all. And he's like, he's orange Naruto. It's like he doesn't look like Naruto.
I don't know, whatever. But I mean, yes, obviously he's supposed to look like Naruto.
Yes, absolutely. Well, that's
But
good. I'm glad you like him.
speaking of bad guys,
I'm
Oh.
the bad
this.
guy.
I finally finished my Drovix custom.
character from your series brought to life in action figure form.
Yeah.
Don't laugh at me. Some people might not know what this is.
I'm
Yeah.
encouraging you.
He's
Just
an
like,
OC. Oh, look at his ass.
damn, looks like he farted. He's like
Yeah.
fucking bloated. Like,
He's what's the recipe there, Ty? What's the how'd you cook this guy up?
So it's top to bottom almost is the null body for Marvel Legends. He's got Doom hands from the Secret Wars Doom, I think. And then he's got a cape from eBay, and the helmet is a McFarlane Witcher figure that I cut all the crown off of.
Dope.
sick.
Yeah, he's super cool. And then the skirt is from D&D Dritz figure.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. I would not have. Okay.
He's super cool. And he's got like a butt panel that's from a McFarlane Witcher figure as well.
What'd you give him butt panel for?
Just to complete like the skirt, so it wasn't just like cut off.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I like
Came
it a
out
lot.
great.
It's very cool. It's a scary interpretation of him.
It really, yeah. It's more nightmare fuel.
Yeah, it's a very very different take on the character. Completely
One you always
unique
wanted.
from what what the original Bionicle mock looks like. But
Yeah.
I think it captures
Make sure to
the
put in a
essence.
comparison shot of both of them so you can
Yeah.
actually see what the hell
Okay.
people are looking
Yeah.
at, because they're very different.
But yeah,
But it's
so
cool.
I like him.
I
awesome.
was impressed by it.
And he's all bloody. He's all gross.
Yeah, he's been rusted by the blood of his effing foes.
Yeah. He's bathed. He's been. I kind of wanted to go for like having it run down the face on the chest, so like as if he's been eating people.
Jesus.
Oh.
Yeah.
He was like, yummy.
Yeah.
Get
just,
over
like,
here.
really, really messily eating people.
Ugh. Gross.
So yeah, he's cool. I like him.
There you go.
There we go. You're up, big man.
Got a couple things. I'm not going to ramble because I don't have too much to... Well, I am going to ramble about one thing. First of all, I got an order from Big Bad Toy Store this week. I got 2 figures, one of which is controversial, but the other one is a
Oh,
little
really?
baby
Ow.
baby Luffy here. So for context, there is a little mini statue line for the One Piece figures, and they don't articulate. They're just stupid little shitty statues. In fact, the head from that, one of the figures, I used their head for the Gear 4 custom. Same line. But when they announced this little collaboration figure with articulation, I was like, this is so stupid, I just have to get it. And he's surprisingly good. Not amazing or anything. SH has been messing around with a lot with like little tiny chibi characters a lot, especially with Daima. I think the Daima figures are probably better than this, from what I've heard. But still, this is pretty good. He actually comes with some interesting accessories. Like he comes with 2 hands if you want to put a beer mug in his hand, which is like, sure, I'll take that. I don't know. I don't think we needed 2, one left and one right, but sure, why not? He comes with 2 fists, and then he comes with a pointer finger. And he also comes with an alternate angry, pissed off faceplate, which is hilarious. He also comes with a tiny little stand. So that's fun. And the one thing that he comes with, which I find really funny, is that he's got the captain's coat. The main figure doesn't have a captain's coat, which is really funny, because that's kind of part of the main look for this version of Luffy. So you gotta love it. I mean, it's plastic. It's not like he can do anything, but for this scale, I'm not gonna complain about that. He's fun. Yeah, he's a lot of fun. Silly little guy.
Actually, that reminds me. I have a captain's coat for you because I had to buy
Yes.
one to get the purple scarf for my Mega Man custom
Yes, I will be getting it at some point.
next month.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be getting it. I will be gladly putting it on my Luffy because none of my Luffys have the one that does come with the captain's coat. I have currently. He has no shirt on. Because wait, I can show.
He's got
Hold
his
on.
titties out.
Basically, yeah. I have him all like action posed up right now. So I just decided, and also the shirt does
If he
stain.
could take his pants off, you would have taken those off too.
He would have looked very scary. He's next to my Gear 4 Luffy right now.
Gotcha.
The next figure that I have to show is a bit of a Braden. Why'd you buy this? It is the almost said Astronite. It is the
Which is exactly why you
Rocketeer.
bought it.
Yeah, yeah, basically. So this figure I just pre-ordered randomly. Ty, I'm pretty sure we were on a call when I pre-ordered this figure. I think I just threw it on my cart when I was on Big Bad Toy Store.
Probably.
I wasn't thinking about it. I was, oh, this looks cool. So they previously released this figure with a 2-pack that cost $150, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
no way. No way in hell am I paying for that shit. This was 70 US. You get a lot less accessories, but you get the base figure and you get this absolute big chungus of a dog here. No articulation, it's a slug, but again, it's a
dog.
it's a 112 scale bulldog, so I am not going to complain about that. I believe this is more comic based than actually movie inspired.
Yes.
Specifically, the Rocket Pack is very not the one from the movie.
No, the movie's
from what I
pretty
know.
accurate, generally speaking.
Okay.
But the
The
jetpack is totally different.
Yeah. The figure itself is pretty good. The articulation isn't as good as as I wanted. Like the torso like that's about as far as you can crunch down, which is pretty lame. But everything else is pretty standard. It's basically just Legends. No butterflies is also kind of disappointing. I remember this figure being a lot more articulated, like in the promo pictures or maybe in a review, but maybe I just dreamt that up or something. But I mean, you can get him in a pretty solid pose. He comes with a couple hands, and he comes with a weird, scary, uncanny Aiden face. Uh, vaguely,
Glasses.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is the closest we'll ever get to a selfie series Aiden head. So, and
That's-
it's like yellow and like he looks like he's got jaundice, but I'm not putting that on him. He's fun. I don't know if it's $70 worth kind of fun, but
He does look great, and I
Oh, yeah.
I would want him if I could justify $70 for him.
then loose collector figures are so expensive,
Yeah.
and I was like, this is the one time I'm ever really going to get to actually try one out. So, sure, like why
He's
not?
when you're holding him up, he is such a visually appealing figure, though.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
so good.
Like I said, neutral pose, perfect.
Yeah.
You really it
Yeah,
just
just-
strikes that neutral pose so well. When you actually try to like get him into like a crazy like insane pose, it kind of all starts to. I mean, it's yeah. Well, that's not a very good pose. It's like a Michael Jackson slide or something. Great figure. The last thing I got though is something special. It is the Lego Cyclone versus Metal Sonic set, which in my opinion might be my favorite Lego Sonic set I own. Which is crazy because it doesn't have Sonic in it. But it is shockingly accurate. I was looking at the details, and it is crazy how many details they put into this thing. Now, it's not one for one, obviously. If you look up the Cyclone, there's a lot of little things. But again, for this scale and for what they were trying to do, I'm shocked they even were as accurate as they were. Like, there's a lot of little details that they just aced. Like, even putting like the trans green lights on the gun that's in the game. Like, that's crazy. Technically, this should be a bit smaller, but again, you have to justify fitting that minifigure in there, and it's just it's a whole process. It's a lot of fun. It's really cool. Do I wish it could transform a little bit more? Yeah, but again, that would probably make the set like way more expensive and it would overcomplicate things. I think it
Yeah.
just totally stands up. And I love the Tails minifigure because he's freaking
He's
on the
pissed.
floor right now. Yeah. he's not very happy at all.
Yeah.
He's pissed. I'm a little of a lesser mind when it comes to Metal Sonic here. I don't hate him. I want to clear that up. I do not hate this minifigure. It is just not as. I don't know. It's not. The head shape in particular is just a little bit off for me. It's too wide, I think. It's a very particular nitpick. He's like the one Sonic figure that doesn't have dual molded legs, which is a bummer. So I don't feel like they didn't cheap out on this guy because they gave him an insane head where he can also do the most cursed shit you'd ever seen, where he can go like.
Yeah, I don't like that. That's unnecessary.
It is very unnecessary. I get
Um,
what they were trying to go for, but it's so odd.
I actually like the whiter head just because it makes him more cute.
Mm,
I do wish that he had like a robot, like a more robotic body, or at least
yeah,
like more robotic arms and legs.
yeah. I would be if it was some kind of like I don't know. I don't know what you'd do. Some kind of droid body, like custom mold or something like that.
Yeah, like you could
Uh,
just do like a droid torso with like skeleton arms and legs or something. You could work.
yeah. It probably could. Oh, yeah, there he is. Um, yeah. So he's kind of he's not. It's not that I'm disappointed. It's just he's such a. I love him so much as a like. I love Metal Sonic so hard. So it is kind of just he's not
I love him so
my.
hard.
Well, he's not a mind's eye like perfect rendition
Yeah,
of him, but
could be better.
regardless, the set for its value is absolutely worth it. It's one of the best Sonic sets. I cannot wait to get the BioLizard set. Next time I
Mm-hmm.
see it, I'm just gonna grab it because I actually fun fact I only got this set because I had to order wipes for Geo. So I was like, well, I'm on Amazon, might as well grab it.
Maybe
you know.
as well.
I looked up Lego Sonic, like, do they have the new sets in stock? Because sometimes they don't have sets
Mm-hmm.
in stock right away. But I checked, BioLizard was out of stock, but they had that, so I was like, might as well grab it. So, not very disappointed about that. Very happy. It's been a good week for me in terms of,
Okay.
yeah,
It's been a good week. All right, all right.
yeah,
It's been a good week, but a slow week. So,
yeah.
to start with the news.
To
Stalling.
start with the news. Do you have a picture, Ty? I have a picture.
I don't have a picture, but Tamashi Nations revealed their Tamashi art line, which is pretentious. It's
You don't like
basically
Tamashi
a
art, bro?
statue in a picture frame that you mount on your wall,
Yes.
and it
It
sticks out of the
is.
picture frame, so it seems highly breakable.
Yeah, I don't. This. I like the idea. Nice hand, buddy.
Yeah,
Sorry. Sorry, I was
those
trying to myself.
folds.
It's all good, man. It's just funny looking. I thought I had a picture. Whatever. I'll pull one up. It's a weird concept. It's interesting. I think that.
Oh, I do.
I
I
think.
do.
Oh, you do. Okay.
Here we go.
So- There it is. I mean, yeah, it's an interesting concept. I'm very curious to see, how these things actually turn out in person. Uh,
Mhm.
I already said that if they make a One Piece one, I'll probably end up getting one. Depend on the price, though. I don't know how much this is. It's probably going to be. I can see this being fairly pricey, though. To be honest, I can see
Mhm.
Tamashi wanting to be like, that's art, so it's gonna be worth. It's
Art.
gonna be a lot of money. Uh, don't know. I'm interested. It's kind of an interesting concept. I don't imagine it will last like super long, but you never know. I don't know. Maybe this will be a big hit in Japan or something. But it's just very strange.
Yeah. Uh, I think it's cringe. And if they did Naruto one, I would think that was also cringe, so I wouldn't get it.
Fair enough.
I don't buy statues.
That's
No.
fair. But this is a statue you can hang on the wall, Ty.
I can hang things on the wall as well. I already
Yeah.
have.
Hang his figures on the wall.
And
Yeah, I guess you
have-
could. You could just stick a big Naruto up there if you really wanted to.
I have stuff on the wall, and you know what? They're pictures, and they're cool, and that's where they go is on the wall.
This is a 3D
Figures
picture,
go on
though.
a shelf. Yeah, but if it falls off the wall, destroyed.
Well, you gotta mount your stuff better.
Pictures can fall off walls, my guy.
You gotta
That's how
mount it
they're
better,
mounted
brother.
by just a nail in the wall, and then you hook it on the nail.
Something could happen.
Yeah, like an
If you have
earthquake could run
earthquake
by.
come through, and then it's just, whoo, there goes your $100 art piece of your statue on the wall.
Well, yeah, that could also happen to your toys too. To be fair,
Yeah, but if your toys fall, they're less likely to break.
remember when Master Chief fell from like a few feet and his foot broke forever? Because I stepped
Specifically,
by.
only because you murdered him while I was in the
I
next room.
I was going to go to the bathroom and I walked by and oops, the Master
Mhm.
Chief wanted to
No,
commit
there's
suicide
no way.
that day.
Because I've had them fall from higher and they don't break. So I think
don't
you
know what to
deliberately
tell you.
murdered him.
I don't know. Why would I do that?
It
Why
was
is
an
that a
assassination attempt.
I have no reason to do it. It was just God playing an evil trick on me.
Yeah, you just walked in there and you were looking around. Which
I was
one
like,
would
you know
Tyler be
what?
the most pissed
Yeah.
off about right
You're
now?
like,
This
I
one.
turned to the shelf and I'm like, you know what? I fucking hate Master Chief.
Fuck
I
this guy.
fucking hate this guy.
You know, I
He
don't like
pisses
this
me
thing.
off.
I'm like, you know what? Die.
This guy that evolved. Fuck this guy.
I mean, if I was truly to be evil, genuinely, if I wanted to do that, I probably would just pull down the whole mock shelf and have it just everything
It
fall.
wouldn't fall on you though.
Well,
It's a
sacrifices
tall shelf.
sacrifices are necessary.
I walk in there, I hear the walk in,
just-
Braden's dead on my carpet,
I'm
covered
dead
in
and all your
bionic
toys are
limbs.
broken. All your toys are shattered forever, and you're like, not my toys.
I'm like, that's not even possible. How did this happen?
like, he must have accidentally
He
walked
must
by.
have deliberately pulled it down upon himself.
That's good. That's so good.
Wow. Yeah. So this is why I will not be buying the Tamashii.
That was the
line,
proof of that's proof of concept.
Because Braden will die.
Because I'm gonna walk by and have it fall.
That was
Oh,
a tremendous
You're gonna walk
execution.
by and you're gonna walk by and it's gonna go be on the wall. It's gonna go boop.
It's gonna fall
On
on
your
my
head.
face, and I'm gonna die immediately.
Yeah, it'll be tragic.
It'll
watch it
fall. My
happen in
eyes
slow
pop out of
motion.
my head like a cartoon. I go, "Ugh," and my teeth all shatter.
Your head gets like squished, like. "Ugh."
Yeah, I go, "Oh," I fall down, and my brain don't work. No good, no more.
Gives you amnesia.
Yep. I can't remember the letter B. My name is just Raiden for the rest of my life.
I mean, it's cooler.
Like Raycon, but more epic.
Or like Raiden, you know, the Mortal Kombat
Raiden.
character.
Raiden. Oh, it's like the god of Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. There you go. All right. Speaking of cool shit, Black
Yeah.
Series had some reveals. Of course, it was a Black Series reveal stream, so there was two items.
Yeah.
But they were cool items.
Guess what? Didn't we already know about these? Did they get leaked?
Yeah, these were leaked. We've known.
Okay. All right.
Fucking
Fair enough.
everything Black Series is making this year has been leaked.
Yeah. So there's no surprises.
So we got Ahsoka, World Between Worlds flashback Anakin in his Clone Wars armor,
Mm.
and also Ahsoka, World Between Worlds flashback Captain Rex Phase 1.
Fuck yeah.
And,
Fuck yeah.
I have these guys on pre-order. I think they look great. I know that the legs on Anakin are from 2013.
Jesus.
Ooh.
As well as the arms, so he's gonna.
I don't love it.
He's gonna be crusty, but Rex looks fantastic, and he's on the new clone body, so he's gonna have like bicep swivels, and he's gonna have great articulation. He's got a plastic skirt though, so that's not perfect, but still, he looks really cool.
How do you dig through? How do you decide? Like, let's make a brand. It's 2025. Let's make a brand new Star Wars Anakin figure. And like, oh, let's go 10 years before.
12-year-old limbs.
Yeah. Let's just dig in the bin and find the first. I don't understand. I know Marvel Legends does the same thing with like the Bucky cap. I get it, but at the same time, they.
No.
I feel like they've used Bucky cap recently.
What was the last
Like
figure?
like 2023. It was more recent than we
Yeah,
think.
there, he was in a
Oh, yeah, what?
Supreme.
The orb used it.
He was in a 2-pack with those guys.
Yeah, but now it's 2 years, so it's not.
Yeah.
I mean, just don't be surprised if you see Bucky Cap pop up again. That's all I'm saying.
That's true.
It happens. It can happen. Remember when they reused a 2012 Cap figure for their Infinity War
Yeah.
or Endgame wave?
You gave it to me.
Yeah, because I thought I was buying the good one because I was an idiot.
Uh-huh. Well, you thought
Anyways.
you were buying a good product, and it was just a bad product.
It was literally, I was just getting into Legends. I went to the comic book shop. I saw it was a cap, and I was like, oh, that's the Endgame cap with the Mjolnir and the shield. And my brain didn't even recognize what I was looking at.
Looks
So I
nothing
bought
like
it.
at all.
Yeah, I bought it. I got it out. I'm like, this figure kind of sucks. And Aiden's like, yeah, no shit. It's from like 10 years ago. And I was like,
2012
oh.
baby toy.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay. That's very strange. It's very odd.
Yeah, Hasbro.
Oh, I'm sorry, Braden.
Hasbro do be
It
like that.
it was early years. I was still getting into collecting. I didn't know no better. I didn't use my
Yeah,
eyes.
but yeah. I mean, you guys just said that you would sacrifice Black Series, so I don't anticipate you'll be getting either of these.
Hell no.
You know,
Aiden's
I would,
saying
No,
something, but
Aiden was
yeah.
talking, but no audio came
Sorry.
out.
what was that? Wait,
There
can
you
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 were
go.
hear me?
There
talking,
you
but
go.
no
Yeah.
audio came out.
Okay, okay.
What are you saying?
I was saying Phase One Rex. I have Phase Two Cody, so to get like
Mhm.
a Phase One Rex just wouldn't make any sense. But
Yeah.
I would have got him. But
Are you gonna
yeah,
get the
if they really,
replacement for that Phase 2 Cody?
oh,
Because
I want
they're
to.
doing one on the 2023
Oh,
body, and it's so
God damn,
good.
it's so hard to get.
No, he's up for pre-order still. I think I have him on pre-order with Walmart.
Aiden locks in, goes to to get
Aiden,
it.
Hold
Walmart.com,
on.
Commander Cody.
He leans forward. Walmart. You know what? That helmet. I'm not a Star Wars guy, but that Rex makes me weirdly nostalgic thinking about the old Lego helmets. Just looking at
Mm-hmm.
it.
Yeah, and I'm
Reminds
sure
me of
you
that
watched
battle
Clone
pop.
Wars growing up too.
Did not. I watched the movie. That's
Really?
it.
Well,
Yep.
he's in the movie like that. To be
Yes.
fair.
I just watched the movie. That's why I knew who. That's why I even knew who Rada the Hutt was because I watched that movie.
All right. Well,
What's up, Aiden? You
Lock
find
in.
it?
yeah, but the only thing.
He doesn't want to buy anything else this so far.
It's a pre-order. Doesn't count.
I know.
Though they do
Oh,
charge
Aiden.
you up front.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they do.
BS. What is it? Walmart?
Yeah, it's $25.
I'm
Well,
surprised something from Walmart's still up.
You're thinking that one.
Aiden, just sit on it.
I wanted a Phase One helmet though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's fair. But I mean, the Phase 1 design is totally different.
I know. But if I got a Phase One Rex and I don't,
Just sit on it, bud. Just sit on it.
yeah. It looks great. It looks. I love the packaging by
I mean, you
itself.
already have the Phase 2 Cody, so it would just be replacing what you
I-
have. It is a
Yes.
100% upgrade, I'm just saying.
Yeah, 1,000%. Because you cannot move that Cody for
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
I wanted him for so long, and he's just not that great. I love him, but
Mm-hmm.
so.
Jesus.
But I want Rex because to go with my Phase One armored Fordo that I
Yeah.
have,
Mhm. It's true.
and I want to get a Phase One standard clone, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like they're going to walk through them.
Phase 2 Cody's going to look way better next to Jack 14.
We'll think about it.
You're peer
Anyway.
pressuring the man right now. He's getting.
I'm still in fucking Black Series, man. I got Mando. I'm like, okay, I'm good.
Uh-huh.
You're like,
Okay.
but you say that, and then like a few weeks later, you're like, well, I kind of want this guy.
Well, I get Troopers now. I literally have gotten Troopers. That's all I got for the Black
I know.
Series. So
Yeah.
Black
got my
Series.
I got
Black
my
Series.
Boba
Do the monsters from Attack of the Clones. I'll buy that shit. That's
You
it.
won't.
That's all. I would.
They would
I
be so
would.
big and expensive? No, you would not.
Oh, they are really big. I don't know.
They're huge, yeah.
The
smallest
reason
one's the cat.
I have a connection to them because I owned like a 3 3/4 inch thing as a kid, and I had them, and they were awesome. Those figures were so cool, and I cannot find that pack to save the life of me. It's obviously going to be worth hundreds of dollars now
yeah.
because it's Star Wars merch, But like, that's what, and Lego has never done them either, ever, which
Nope.
is shocking
They
to me.
refuse to do a Geonosis Arena set at all.
It's insane to me. It's like money.
Like
It's
money.
It is literally money, and they won't do it. Lego Star Wars has been around for what, almost 30 years now, and they won't do it.
I mean, I think it's been since 1999, so not 30 years, but
30 years.
30. Oh my god, that's only 4 years away. It'd be in 30 years or something.
You know what? I was close. Was Attack of the Clones? No, Attack of the Clones was early 2000s, wasn't it? No, it was 1999.
No, but Lego
You're
Star
right.
Wars. No, Attack of the Clones was not 1999.
2002.
Lego Star Wars started
2002.
1999.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Lego Star Wars started in '99 when Phantom Menace came out.
Right. But like, how? Anyways,
Lego Star Wars is as old as I am.
crazy. And they've done less than you ever have.
No, they've done way more than I ever have.
No. Yeah, that's fair. At least you're not a boring gray space guy.
I guess.
Tie's a lot more memorable
You
than
are. It doesn't help.
I'm
You
literally
are
wearing a
wearing
boring gray
right
shirt,
now.
so
You're not making a good argument for yourself.
I wasn't arguing.
Oh no.
Oh
What's next?
no.
What's next on the
I
docket?
think he meant
Uh,
statement. Good statement for yourself.
let's talk about some hot toys with one hot toy in particular. If you know what I'm
Mommy,
saying.
mommy,
Mommy!
mommy. Hot Toys. They were
Yeah.
kicking they were sitting on
You'll
their
understand
asses.
why.
They were sitting on their asses to reveal
I
this shit.
Yes, enlighten me.
Why?
Enlighten me as the audience would probably want to know
Okay.
why.
It's Vi from
Hot Toys
Pacific
Vi from
Rim.
Arcane, and
Yeah.
she's a baddie.
She's a bit of a bad ass chick.
Yeah, among other things.
Okay. All right. So
Man.
elephant in the room.
Okay.
Elephant in the room. Not my favorite look for her.
Yeah, that's
Not
fair.
not
Valid.
not
Not
my
my
favorite
favorite look
design.
either. But
Really wish they chose something to go with Jinx
yeah, she
better.
doesn't match Jinx, unfortunately.
No, they're supposed Jinx should be in her final battle look or other way around. Like they need to. But like the only other look I think they should have done Enforcer Vi if they were gonna do anything.
Hmm.
Because
But
final battle look is
season one Vi is the more iconic look.
absolutely. I would have rather it been season one is my favorite design, so that would have been the one I wanted. So the thing is, I'm talking about this like I'm buying it, which is probably not going to happen. But at the same time, the more I look at her, specifically, I don't have the photo, but there is a photo of her with the gauntlets dropped, where she's walking towards the. That was a photo that almost sold me. I was like, oh shit, do I
Hmm.
actually consider buying this right now?
Uh-huh.
It's
I
tough. It's
I sent it to the chat and I was like, man, I'm about to spend. I might spend $700 on these two, and Lay was like, do it. It's
of
only
course he says that.
they're only this much, and you're gonna have so much time between them to save up.
Lay's one to talk. They're cheaper over there for him, and not to
Yeah.
mention we don't all pay in installment plans like this guy.
I
So
mean, I have
And
in the past,
also,
so I
when it comes
could.
to hot toys, he's obviously gonna like. Yeah.
obviously he's
Do
biased.
it. Yeah.
I mean, it's tough. If I were to get them, it would be Vi. Probably just her. I don't think I would go for. I mean, I feel like I would have to, but at the same time,
Oh yeah,
it's
you
really
have to get
tough.
both.
I don't have to. That's high. I'm
They're
my
sisters. They belong together.
They're not even together anymore, so it doesn't matter.
Well, they do
One of
belong
them's
together.
one of them's frigged off into a sewer pipe or whatever.
You frigged off into a sewer pipe.
I did frig off into the super pipe. It's true. Um, I'm only laughing because he's smart. He did a
I can't.
I can't. I just can't. I
I
can't.
can't. I quit. I'm done.
Figure is good. It's not my favorite look for her. My favorite look for her is season one. Then it's
Look, we all
fucking
know if you get her, you're taking off the chest plate. Okay.
no. I'm not feeling fantastic. Okay.
Abe
Certainly
just
I'm not.
froze.
The effects that you can
Well.
plug into the back of the gauntlets are really cool. She looks great.
Yeah.
She's really
Yeah, you want
cool.
to look at the back of the figure, all right.
Stop.
I'm sorry, I love you, but I'm literally imagining you getting this figure and then you're having a big ass fucking jar.
I need a
But the
very large
No.
jar.
fork's
No.
on the top.
It's not going in a jar. He's gonna have a very clean space on his bed to put her in.
Yeah, with flowers.
Then I'm feeling fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I want to Photoshop that. Oh, I might do it. I might work on that.
Aiden, Photoshop me on a bed and then use the photo like the CEO
all
photo,
seductively laying down, and then you've got
and then
Vine
put
right next to you.
Hot Toys by on top of my chest, and I'm just like,
I might work on that the remainder of this podcast. I'm not
that's a
gonna
good
lie.
idea.
Okay,
That's a great
you
idea.
You should.
That's your homework, and then we can put it in the thumbnail.
Except
Okay.
you have something to talk about, Aiden.
Shit, I do. All right, so. Oh yes. Oh my god, man. Look, I gotta be honest. It so far, Next week we got Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man next Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
That got some positive reception because first reviews came out last night. Made me a bit more optimistic about it. I'm not gonna lie. So
Okay. Okay.
we'll see. There was some new Daredevil footage that came out today. I got hyped as fuck
Ooh.
for that. And there's some
Just
Doctor Strange footage. So, but besides that show, this time of year we start to get rumors for summer sets with Lego, and we're getting some for Lego Marvel. And it sounds too good to be true, but we are apparently getting, and this is a great way to put it, the guys put on the list was the grand return of Lego Spider-Man. Yes, we've had Lego Spider-Man, but we're having it in a way we're getting sets and characters that we've been longing to see. Especially like, unfortunately, Thatch can't be on to add on to this, but I know he's ecstatic as I am about it. We are getting a Sam Raimi Spider-Man set in 2025 based on Spider-Man 2, the train scene. It's gonna be like a $50 set, with like 300 pieces. Holy motherfucking shit! I'm so excited for that. I don't care if it's gonna be like a small dinky set. I'm buying it instantly, full
Mm-hmm.
price. I know like everyone's like complaining about the price of the Spider-Verse set being like $50, and it's not
it's
worth it.
Lego. It's expensive. It's
Yes,
we were kind
I,
of
I
past the
don't care
point.
with this one. I'm buying that set day one. I'm going out to go find it. But wait, there's more. And of all the years of Lego Marvel with comic stuff, besides movies, we have never gotten an Oscorp tower. We are apparently getting a $100 Oscorp tower. Not a modular, but a tower. Been waiting fucking forever for that. Like, what? And it's coming with four, is it four minifigures? I think it said
It's four
listed.
heroes, four villains, so it's actually
Oh,
eight.
even better.
Yep.
But to know the fact that we're getting an Oscorp tower that I wish was a modular, but I told Thatch because I'm gonna put it next to Bugle, no doubt. But it's be like a little tiny little chode tower. I may
It will
just
be.
make it. I may make it into a modular. But if we're gonna have a Green Goblin lair in there and just like having a Nora Osborn figure finally, and it's
What
just
what figures do you think could come in that set? For
um,
villains specifically.
all right, so you're obviously going to count in. I think Norman Osborn and Green Goblin are definites. Thatch and I were throwing around if they ever put in a new Hobgoblin, that'd be
Yeah,
fucking
I heard
awesome.
that. Even though he
Um,
has no connection to Oscorp. That
well, he steals Green Goblin's tech though. He uses
Mm-hmm.
it, so
I
we
don't know
can
why
kind of
Thatch was like he's got no connection to Oscorp. I was like, okay.
well, not like Oscorp directly. No,
Right.
no,
That's what he was
no.
telling me. So I
He
was just
goes to
going off
Green
what he
Goblin's
said.
lairs. Like that's like Hobgoblin's just trying to build up his
No,
arsenal.
I
Because
gotcha. That makes
Does
sense.
does Harry Osborn Goblin have a different costume design?
Not in the
no,
not really.
No.
No.
no, it is. No, it's just the original costume
He just
essentially.
takes it for himself.
Different styles through different artists that work on the books. But yeah, I'm fucking stoked for Oscorp Tower. That is, oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm just so curious of what it's going to consist of, what's it going to look like, But it feels like we're back in like 2016 with Lego Marvel because that was the last time we had like a grand wave of Spider-Man sets. It's not like we have like a few sets. Like we got the Anti Venom mech battle set. That's fun, but it's like one set in a wave. You're kind of like, that's a good one. This sounds like the whole wave here. They also said that Mr. Negative Figure is rumored he's not coming in the Oscorp Tower, but he's going to be in another set. So that's also equally as exciting.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to get more villains. I would like a new Hobgoblin. That'd be great, but it won't top the classic one they did back in 2016, the Ghost Rider set. I would love to get a Shocker. Let's get a Lizard. Let's get a Rhino. I mean, we said this millions and millions of times between Thatch and I. I think if they do Spider-Man, this is entirely wishful thinking. We're probably gonna get a traditional one, the red and blue, but this would be the set to put in a symbiote suit, which I don't know why has been so fucking hard for them to do, but let's see. One last set I want to mention: we're getting Peter Parker's apartment. That's going to stack on top of the Spider Verse
Mm.
set that we got with the Deli Market. Because if anyone knows, there's studs that are exposed on the top. It kind of looks like it's like half a set. We're apparently gonna be able to add on top of it. So that's fucking awesome that we're getting our own dedicated set. It's not like in a corner of a set. But now that you're gonna have that little street corner, which I imagine is gonna connect with other sets we're gonna get, I imagine that's gonna connect to Oscorp Tower. I just have a big feeling about that. Just by the pin connection. It's just all exciting. It's amazing news. I'm waiting to hear more, especially where is Mr. Negative gonna be? What set is that gonna be? I'm really curious
Mm-hmm.
about that. But the hype is through the fucking roof. I'm so excited. And on top of that, we're getting the CMF Spider-Man Spider-Verse series in the fall. A
Uh-huh.
lot of great stuff. A lot of great stuff. I'm
Well,
so
actually,
excited.
I'm curious. I just had a thought.
Yes.
So let's say there's Norman, you got Green Goblin, you got Hobgoblin. How would you feel about the fourth being like Red Goblin, like Goblin with with Carnage, or like Gold Goblin, like a more modern comic Goblin?
I would fucking hate Gold Goblin. When you first said Red Goblin, I'm like,
He was thinking, or is it
yes,
is it is it
it's
Demo
still
Goblin?
scary, but I'm like,
No,
it's
Demo
a
Goblin's a separate character.
Oh, right.
yes,
That's right.
yeah, Demo. I fucking love Demo Goblin.
Then
Maximum
put
Carnage, like being in that was great. Um, they won't do it though. I wish they would, but to have the different variants, I mean, I would just have them all around Oscorp.
Uh,
I just feel like let's get more villains. They always do like, oh, here's Anti Venom. I like him, but I
mhm.
didn't really want him. I wanted like other villains like Shocker, Lizard,
Yeah.
etc.
I was just curious what you would think about like a modern Goblin variant.
Yeah, I don't know. I would love if they do the new Goblin design, the Harry Osborn one that's in the Ultimate Comics recently. That I would love.
Yeah, Iron
If they
Goblin or
did that,
whatever.
yes, that I love that design because it's like a MCU actual like take on the
Hmm.
2002 suit to me. Um, that figure that would be awesome. I would love that. I'm hoping Marvel Legends does a figure of him. So
Yeah, for sure.
um, 2-pack, but we'll see. There's still a lot to
throw it
be
in
desired.
the
So we don't know much. Like, I don't know what's going to be consistent in the tower, but a Goblin layer has to be in there. Has to be. So I don't know. But and if we're gonna get more Raimi sets, I would love a Spider-Man 3 set. They won't do it, but if a construction site battle from the final battle, Sandman, make a Venom, I would
Hmm.
shit myself for getting that
There
Venom
was a
figure.
thought that I had about specifically about the Raimi, or sorry, not the Oscorp set. And
Hmm.
it doesn't mention this, so I don't think it would be it. But Thatch and I were talking about like, what if this is a Amazing Spider-Man based like
Well,
Oscorp?
I haven't. I want to. I didn't almost want to say it because I'm like, if we get a comic accurate lizard in this
Mhm.
set, like
Hmm.
if he's just minifigure, he was not like a big fig.
Yeah, UP
Oh, dude, beyond that, I
beyond
really,
PS.
I would be so in a green with in a green goblin like that is just
Hmm.
I
heaven
like
on
I like
earth.
I like how that had literally nothing to do with what I said.
No, well, you're just gonna say, well, I'm thinking
It
TASM.
was a completely
Yeah,
different
I'm sorry.
tangent. No, it's all
I'm,
good. It was just so
I'm thinking
funny.
TASM. I'm thinking TASM one. At
Right,
the end of the movie, Lizard goes in the tower. He's trying to
right,
spread,
right, right,
or
right.
yeah,
But
spread
you
the
were
disease.
but then you went, oh, comic book, and you went, oh,
Yeah,
Uh,
but they make
fair.
references to movies in those sets anyway. It's
Yeah.
like a melt of
Well,
both.
I was just
So
wondering because but usually they say if it's based on a movie, like they said there was a Sam Raimi movie set for
look at the
Spider-Man
X.
2.
The X Mansion's a
Yeah,
mix of film and comics.
right.
So
Yeah. I think they like doing that because then they can be like, we take the things that, but then again, why would you make an Oscorp, TASM set? But also, why would you make
it
a
is
Sam Raimi
fun.
set in
hmm
2025? Like,
It is. It will
so
be interesting to see
I'm not
because
questioning it.
I
yeah.
don't really associate Oscorp with having like a recognizable tower design.
It's
I feel like it's
it's just because
different
it's
in
in
most of
Yeah.
its
No,
appearances.
it can be. Yeah.
it's
Well,
only because in the
well,
TASM movies they appear twice. They're very big in the
Yeah.
TASM movie. That's like they were setting that up to be like their Avengers Tower basically, for the bad guys. But I mean it's stupid. It's just a big old building, but
Hmm.
it's I imagine if anything you're probably gonna get a lot of like purple and like black or something like that. Make it kind of scary looking.
that's kind of the color scheme they have in the Insomniac games as well.
Yeah.
Uh, I just feel like when Lego does this approach, they try to reference as much as possible. Like I said,
Mhm.
even with the modular sets,
Mhm.
there's some Insomniac references, and even the designs they do of the villains where they try to do their own take.
Yeah.
That's all. I mean, it's obvious
Yeah.
that it's referenced.
I
There's
wouldn't be surprised if maybe there was like a weird adaptation of the TASM 2 Harry Goblin.
Oh,
yeah.
and Aiden would be pissed.
No, I'd be like, what the fuck?
Like, I don't want
Not like a
I don't want
1-to-1, but like a Lego
No.
spin on it.
Yeah.
Lego version of a more over-designed
Yeah, like
goblin.
a more comic booky
If
Harry
you did an
Goblin.
actual ultimate from the 2000s,
Oh, you mean like Buff Goblin?
yeah, well,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
actual goblin.
Actual goblin.
He's actual goblin.
actual goblin.
Goblins are supposed to be small though. They're not supposed to be big.
Yeah, with
Well, this one's,
wings.
I don't know. I'm excited as shit. We'll see
Hmm.
what becomes of it.
Hey, just gonna send my quick thoughts on the leaked Spider-Man Lego wave because this is kind of a huge deal for my hyperfixation on Lego Spider-Man. Um, so basically, I'm sure you guys have already covered it. There's the Oscorp $120 set roughly. Then there's the Peter Parker's Apartment $50 set that goes on top of the Deli from Spider-Verse set. And then finally, there's the Spider-Man 2 set. And actually, I don't know if you guys covered this or not, but it just leaked that there's a minifigure of Cyborg, classic Cyborg Spider-Man coming in a Spider-Man encyclopedia. And then there's also the minifigure series. So a lot of a Spider-Man, a quote, Sony Spider-Verse minifigure series, which could mean it could mean the Spider-Verse movies. It could mean any Sony movies. These sets are spanning multiple different franchises and stuff, so I don't know what that means. But basically, it's going to be a crazy cool year for Lego Spider-Man. And I just want to say that I think this is great news. The theme hasn't had a good go in a while. I used to buy every single Lego Spidey set that ever came out, and that last time I did that was 2016. That's probably never going to happen again. But it's been nearly 10 years since we've had an actually great stacked wave, and I think that's what this is. I mean, we're going to have to see how it all comes out, but the concepts for each of these sets are great, and none of these are spider cars or spider jets or Venomverse jets or whatever. They're all like scenes or play sets or locations, and they're proper, world building too. I think the Oscorp set is incredible. A lot of potential for some cool villains. I think amongst all these sets, including the minifigure series, there's a good chance we get at least one either new villain or a villain who hasn't gotten a classic version. I think that's very likely, so that's really exciting. And I think it's going to be great to see Peter Parker's apartment put on top of the Spider-Verse set. I know that doesn't make sense continuity-wise, but whatever, it's fine. And then you can probably put that right next to the Oscorp because there's two little pins on the base plate of that Spider-Verse set. And that's just great. Like, that's actually building out like a universe now. And so you can put that next to your Bugle. You can do that, and you can actually flesh out a little world. And I think it's really great. I'm really thrilled. This and the Galactus set coming. It's been a much better year for Lego Marvel than expected. So, particularly Spider-Man. So overall, I'm thrilled. I'm really excited, and I think it's going to be a really solid wave. I guess I just got to see how it comes out. As long as they don't drop the ball, which sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Just got to wait and see. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say.
A lot of possibility in the air.
He's gonna shit,
Yeah.
you guys. You heard it here first.
He's gonna
I-
pee and shit and beyond.
And
Yeah.
beyond.
Yeah, and
Uh,
beyond.
I guess to just quickly throw this on, because I didn't write this down or anything, but just to quickly throw it in because it's the Lego section. Lego One Piece got officially revealed, if you want to call it that, officially teased this week instead of the leaks. We got Luffy picking up his hat, which is pretty cool. And then a very wholesome message from Oda, which made me very, very happy.
The cute
He was
little
like, I've
drawing.
always, yeah, he's always like, I've been asking to have Legos of One Piece for years, and they finally did it. It was very good. So
Yeah.
I'm very much looking forward to seeing these sets. I don't think my wallet's prepared for it. Well, it's on the cheaper side. I think one of the sets like over $100, and then there's obviously like the $400 one. But like for the most part, they're all kind of we'll see. But yeah, I figure I'd throw that on the end there.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Do we know when season 2 is supposed to come out?
August. It's August.
August.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yep, it's similar time to season 1,
Gotcha.
which is nuts.
We'll have the pod this time to talk about it.
Yes, sir. The only difference is all the episodes are probably going to release at once, which is going to be kind of annoying.
So we'll probably just have to dedicate an episode to it.
I would probably just watch or just watch the first couple episodes and then just talk about it next week, like because I want to pace it out a little bit more
Yeah,
instead of
fair.
being like let's talk about it for like 3 hours,
Yeah.
because it's gonna be a lot for me specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, that's it.
All right.
That's all she wrote.
Well, you want to talk about Marble Ribble?
I do want to talk about Marble Rivals. There is some extra news tacked onto this Marble Bubbles. Um, we have some new skins. We have a new event game mode going on right now. It is called like Lunar Ball or something like that. Yeah, it's called Lunar Ball. No,
I'm
so
gonna
it's
be
like
balling.
it's like a soccer mode. And honestly, when I saw
Wait,
this,
what?
I was like, oh, this isn't that exciting. Uh, but I will say, it looks fun. It looks all right. It doesn't really look like the most exciting thing in the world. And also, apparently, Overwatch did the exact same thing. They had a thing called Lucio Balls. So, I mean, if you're
Lucio's
going,
balls? Holy
yeah,
shit.
Lucio's balls get revealed. Um, but we have some looks at some of the new skins that they used, and this is weird because you can only play as like 3 characters in this mode, which is very strange to
Huh.
me. And they made exclusive skins for all of them. So you've got Iron Fist, Star Lord, who doesn't look anything like Star Lord, and then Black Widow, who's in her least revealing costume yet. The only problem, the only,
Facts. Sorry.
well,
Yeah,
it's just
what the
weird.
fuck?
Ty Main's Black Widow, so he's
Oh.
the only
Mm.
difference is that Black Widow, or the only
It's
thing,
not. No. This is
what?
objectively more revealing than her regular outfit because she's
I
actually
guess it
got,
is.
like, exposed thighs, whereas the other's a full bodysuit.
It's true, but it's less sexy, I guess. Sexy. Um, it's interesting. I don't look. I'll say I think they're fun. They're fun looking. I don't I don't know. The Star-Lord's gun's got hair on it. It's so weird.
Got hairy
Uh,
guns.
he's got hairy guns.
Dragon guns.
He's got long Thor hair. It's crazy. I don't know. The mode looks fun.
Iron
It's
Fist looks like
interesting.
an idiot.
No, he looks cool.
He looks stupid. He's got like a dragon head on top of his head. And
He
he's
wants to
like,
kiss you. He wants to kiss you. He's got look at his nice man hands. Don't you want him to like hold your hands up
no.
and
Look at his nasty spiked knuckles.
yeah, he's got power. I don't know what's wrong with you.
Yeah,
Uh
punching power, not holding
but
your hand power.
he'll hold you up open passionately. Uh there's other skins too, obviously, not just this, but the soccer mode looks fun. I don't know if I'm gonna necessarily be into it, but it looks like a cool thing. But there are other skins. We already knew about the Insomniac Spider-Man Spidey skin. It looks good. I mean, it's a good.
Mm-hmm.
It looks solid. It's coming to the game soon, I think. So, uh,
Better than how it looks in the actual game.
yeah, yeah. And then we actually saw these in a. We saw these revealed in part of their like when you play the game, you get like comic panels unlocked.
Hidden
So
Spearhead is being censored.
it is.
Sorry,
Uh,
yeah, they don't
this
want
is
me
no
to.
alcohol stream. We got two new skin. We got 2 new skins teased and revealed. I don't know if they're out yet. I think they're coming out soon. We got new Psylocke skin and a new Winter Soldier skin. Winter Soldier just looks like a devil.
May Cry
Oh,
character. Yeah,
he looks like Dante and Virgil put together. I don't really
that's
know.
weird.
Yeah, the first thing I thought I was like, I
That's
went, oh, he looks
probably that's probably his best skin though, even though it looks nothing like Winter Soldier.
they have strayed so far away from what Bucky is supposed to look like,
Yeah.
but it doesn't matter because it looks so cool. And he's got like
Well,
a cool demon arm.
this one's name isn't Bucky. This one's name is Fucky.
Yeah, he is. But he also is just a Devil May Cry character.
He
so,
is, yeah, 100%. If he had a
and
big ass sword, I would not be surprised.
yeah, and Psylocke's skin is kind of cool too.
It's very
Uh,
cute.
Yeah, that's what everyone was saying. It's like it's very cute, cute skin, but it is. She's got her hair that would really upset me if it was in my face because I'd be like, get out of my way because I hate bangs.
Well, that's
Uh,
because you're a weak-willed little man, and she's a strong, independent woman, so she can
who
handle
don't
it.
need no man. She just needs her cool epic samurai blade.
Yeah. to skewer
It's a
you.
it is a dope skin though. The more I look at it, I think I actually might like this more than her like comic book skin that everyone goons over. Uh, just a
Yeah, I
cooler
mean,
outfit.
I could say that as much. Yeah.
And then there were also the last thing I want to note is specifically the idea that there has been a lot of character leaks for this game recently. Well, we recently found out that the devs are actually being sneaky. They're putting fake names in so that news gets around, and so that they're trying to trick people. Which really good play, honestly. That's a really smart decision because data miners are going into the game. They're like, guess what? Look who's coming to the game. It's them being cheeky. We have a particular list. I
They're
mean, there have been so
misleading
many.
people.
Yes, they are. There are a particular list of characters who are not confirmed, or there's yeah, a lot of X-Men actually. So a lot of X-Men were teased recently. Gambit, Cyclops, Professor X, Quicksilver, Jubilee,
Yeah.
Nightcrawler. Unfortunately, most of the X-Men aren't coming to the game right now. I'm sure they will later, but like right now, all of these picks are not coming to the game, which is really funny. I actually think that was a pretty good move on their part to just be like, yeah, let's just put some fake names in there. Why not?
Pretty
Uh, I think it
intelligent.
was I think it was a 40 chess move, if I say so myself.
Nice trolling, guys. Nice trolling.
But it keeps the surprise. It keeps the surprise. So when a new skin does come out, you're like, oh, okay, that's nice. Like, or a new character
Yeah.
comes out, you're like, oh, that's cool. Wasn't expecting that.
I mean, I hope that Captain Marvel wasn't a troll. You know, I hope she's
Let's see
actually
if she's
coming,
here.
but
I believe she is. Yeah, she's on. She's on the real list.
sick.
Yeah, she. It's Fantastic Four, Ultron, Blade. I think that is. I don't know who that is. Emma Frost, Captain Marvel, Hitmonkey.
Okay.
I think that's what's her name from. What's the chick's name from Werewolf by Night?
Emma. No, not Emma.
Bloodstone, Elsa.
Elsa. Yeah,
Bloodstone.
Elsa Bloodstone.
Bloodstone.
Actually, I think I'm wrong. I don't even think that's Elsa. I think that's
No,
some
probably
weird other
the
character.
ginger
The Hood.
character. Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, I think her name is like I don't know. It's like Val or like Sylph or something like that. Um, she's one of those rights characters that was lost between right.
Oh, yeah. No, I know
Yeah,
who you're
you know
talking
who I'm
about.
talking about.
Yeah. She was a formerly a McFarlane character.
Okay, yeah, she's coming to the game, which is interesting. Uh, the
And
Hood,
also Valkyrie.
Deadpool.
That's cool.
Yes. The Hood, Deadpool, and MODOK, and then is that Valkyrie?
Yeah, it's Valkyrie.
Oh, I thought that was Lady Thor for a second. Interesting.
Valkyrie is Lady Thor in the comics.
Is she?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's her identity after Lady Thor.
gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, that's basically it for Rivals news adjacent stuff.
That's it for Rivals news.
And we got
Oh,
some
interesting.
to round it off. We got some Sonic news. Some good, some not so good.
I mean, it's not news per se. Some of it is.
Alright.
There's a little bit of news, but
There's a little bit of news.
other bits is unused concepts.
Yeah. Yes.
So let's just start with the news, the actual good news. Sonic 4 is currently slated for March 14th, I believe, 2027. So
Yes. Early.
not bad.
Early in the year.
It's as 2 years and a month or so away.
Mhm.
And I think people were saying that the wait will actually be shorter than the wait between Sonic 2 and 3. I'm not sure if that's entirely accurate, but if so, cool.
When did Sonic 2 release?
Was it like in April?
It was like April 2021, I want to say.
2022.
2022, that's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because then you had to wait for Sonic 3 in December. So yeah, that's
Yeah.
yeah, it would be. Yeah. Well, this is nice. That's good. It's inconsistent, but I'm actually kind of okay with that because I'm fine with it being different time of year. Yeah, yeah, no, that's cool.
Yeah, well, I think it's also probably because they did have big competition on the 20th release date. You
Yes.
know,
Yeah,
Mufasa,
it was a risk. It was kind of a risk. And
as
also,
cringe as Mufasa is, it's still a Disney movie, so it still did
yeah,
decently well.
it did bet also it had a bigger opening because they opened in more countries at the same time.
Yeah.
Sonic 3 didn't, so it kind of staggered a little bit. It owned the weekend, I'm pretty sure, but then it kind of stumbled a little bit as far as I'm aware. Uh, they did also officially reveal the logo, which
Yes.
is, I
At
mean, it's
least the current logo. It could change.
yeah, it's about as exciting as you think it's going. I
Yeah.
hope they stick with 4. I really do hope they don't change to like subtitles now. I really want them to just stick to numbers. It's just gonna feel so much more consistent.
Yeah. I
Uh,
think leading up to Sonic 3, they revealed it with just a red number 3.
mhm,
And then they
mhm.
added the swirly, Sonic and Shadow.
Crazy. Yeah, I'm
Colorful
sure there'll be a
Sonic.
more intricate logo. It's funny how they tried to do like more character specific things for the Tails logo, and then they just did never
Yeah.
they never did that really, which is fine. Um,
Yeah, it's not
that's
necessary.
interesting.
Whatever.
There is some bad news regarding this, though. However, there is talks, very legitimate talks. This is real about this being the last Sonic movie, uh, which would suck. But if, well, it's too early to say. I think it's way too early to tell. Do I think this movie will do better than Sonic 3? It's kind of hard to say right now. Uh, because this one had like the shadow and everything, it's so like, it's kind of hard. I think it will do very well. I just don't know if it'll necessarily do better than Sonic 3. I think it's way too early to tell.
Hmm.
Uh,
Well, if you still have everyone, so if you have, Sonic, Tails, Idris Elba, Knuckles, Keanu Reeves, Shadow, and then also you're adding a new big name for Amy and maybe Metal Sonic. You're releasing it in a month where most big movies don't come out,
mhm.
and
The third Godzilla Kong is coming out that same
nobody
month.
Oh
gives a
yeah,
fuck
Yep.
about that shit.
they do.
Blaze is the
Unfortunately,
only person who cares.
those movies.
Everyone else is bots.
I'm excited.
Aiden's a bot. Confirm. No.
He's a bot.
Those movies do very well,
Yeah,
though.
they do.
Yeah.
They're like Fast and Furious movies where people just go, eat popcorn.
Ty does not like those movies.
No, I don't. I don't care for it at all.
You know what? I was in the same position as you. Then I watched Kong X Godzilla French is the New World or whatever it's called.
You just like it
And
because
then
he swings around a baby monkey as a weapon.
I haven't seen that one actually, but I
Isn't
did
that
hear about that.
It
Sorry,
is
no.
more,
Kong
it is more
versus
mindless,
Godzilla.
but it's still fun as shit. It's better than fucking Fast and Furious. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Fast and
that's fair.
Furious is boring jacked men driving cars.
No,
Yo,
it's
dude,
Yeah.
not.
look at
It's
me.
not boring. It's just insane. It's just dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just stupid.
But I'd rather watch giant monsters run
Kong
around than watch guys
Godzilla
drive
can be
cars.
insane because it's giant fucking monsters fighting. So
Again, he
Uh,
uses a baby monkey as a weapon.
it's a
yeah,
good
that's like the
idea.
most memorable part I can think about that movie.
That's a gag that I've wanted to do forever. I've always wanted Neo to pick up Renzo and swing him around like
Dude,
an
I
idiot.
love the idea of using a child as a weapon. It's just such a good idea.
Editor, put the quotes on screen right there. Put the wanted poster that Leg made.
You can quote that.
I love the idea of using a child as a weapon. So I think it's a little too early to tell. If this is the Sonic movie, they gotta go all out. It also means Silver probably won't be introduced because it's just gonna be a lot, which would be a bummer. In regards to everything, by the by, concept art came out. I don't have too many pictures of it, but there's one in particular that is very much worth noting. Did my dumbass not save a
Dumbass.
single one? Dumbass.
The mo-
Demacia. Let me go back and see if I have at least a few
Well,
ones.
I will describe what they depict.
Describe then.
They sort of depict an alternate ending to Sonic 3 where it's like a destroyed all dark future where Sonic is looking up at Amy on top of a giant robot rather than just after destroying a Metal Sonic.
Yeah.
And then there's another one where there is a very regal emperor-looking Eggman flanked by
Flash
a Metal
Gordon
Sonic.
ass shit.
Yeah, goofy ass. Like he looks like he's almost in like
He's an
Avatar: The
emperor.
Last Airbender, like Fire Lord armor.
Oh yeah.
He looks silly.
Genuinely kind of rocks the outfit though.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, of course, Jim Carrey would be able to pull it off.
Yeah.
But it's very silly, and he's got Metal Sonic, and he's like Emperor of Hell World.
So there's actually there's a few very fun details about this. First of all, Metal Sonic's fucking rocks in that like he's got bro has so much aura in that picture. It's crazy. He's standing there and he's his ass is on business.
Bro is straight aura farming.
There's a lot of fun little details. I love there's little baby Cupid Eggmans with Eggman heads in the background. That's evil. There's little Socrates men holding Eggman drones. But one of my favorite details is I believe his staff has a supersonic quill in it, which is kind of a fun little detail. If that's what I think that's what they're
Although
implying.
continuity-wise, that doesn't exactly make sense because
no, hell no.
We see that the quill turns super when Sonic turns super.
Yeah. So what this screams as to me is that this is an alternate universe. Well, not what this concept was. This is obviously something else. But for Sonic 4, I could totally see them being like, well, actual Eggman, he's dead. Okay, don't need to worry about that. This is alternate universe or alternate timeline, evil Emperor Eggman, who's conquered everything, and everyone's got like rebels and survival shit going on. We get to see Tom and Maddie and the husband and the Rachel all as like post-apocalyptic Max characters.
So as far as I have heard,
Mm-hmm.
and this implies to me that this is not going to be the plan. As far as I have heard, the idea was like Eggman at the end of the movie gets sent through time by the explosion, and then conquers a world without Sonic.
Yeah.
And so then Sonic somehow gets sent to this timeline or whatever. Considering they did not do any time travel.
Yeah.
And Amy's just there. Although I will say Metal Sonic showing up is like a Terminator homage with how he arrives.
Oh, there's going to be so many Terminator references in the next movie. Just wait.
I don't think they're doing an alternate future. Or future, anything like that. Because, here's the thing, alternate dark future is literally Silver's plot.
Yeah, but that's also, but alternate timeline is also the plot of Sonic CD.
They're not adapting Sonic CD, though.
I mean, but they introduce Amy and Metal Sonic in the same movie.
But
it seems intentional.
They're not adapting Sonic CD.
I don't know. I think if there's a direction to go, that's the one you take.
Considering the fact that the plot of Sonic CD is Amy gets kidnapped by Metal Sonic.
Well, I'm not saying they adapt the plot one for one, but you can do a weird timeline thing.
Again, he doesn't travel to the future. Amy is just there.
Yeah, well, maybe she's coming back. Maybe she and Metal came from the future, and they can come back.
Could also
maybe
easily have come from another world, though.
That's true.
So, like,
I'm
why
not
deal with time travel when they've already admitted, like, yeah, we need to do spacefaring stuff at some point?
Well, I don't know what they're gonna do. Who knows? But I don't think we can rule out time travel just yet.
I think we can, because here again, if they do more, they would include Silver, and he is a time traveling character, so it would be redundant to the same plot twice.
Well, maybe he's in this movie too. Maybe he's the leader of Amy's rebellion. Oh my god!
Probably not, because that would take agency away from Amy.
Absolutely, but you know what? We don't know. The movie's 2 years out. I don't know what they're gonna do yet.
Well, you're wrong.
If I'm right about the time travel, you owe me one holler loller, okay?
Nope.
Damn.
Nope.
And a spank and $1. That's what you owe me.
I'll flick your ball. That's what I owe you.
Flick my bean? What? Okay. Also, this isn't as cool, but there is more concept art of just Knuckles, and it's good shit.
Knuckles.
Uh, the energy of the first picture is great. You love the depressed gun guy who's like, Sonic, this is important.
He looks like
And
he's
Sonic looks like he's dead inside. Um, so you know what? It's interesting. I hope, if anything, I desperately hope that we get 5. If we're going to do this thing, let's get 5 movies. If we're gonna end it early, give me another movie, please, please. It's too soon. There's so many characters they got to do. There's way too many characters.
It's true.
There's a chance Shadow's not even in Sonic 4, which would be crazy. But I think that they gotta put him in there, if this is the last one.
Well, I think they just have to anyway because he's a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would not be surprised actually if at the end of this movie, Paramount takes a swing and does Amy some justice, and we get Super Sonic, Shadow, and Super Amy.
Damn.
Because she's the only hedgehog who doesn't have a real, genuine, bona fide super form.
They certainly aren't giving her tarot cards, that's for sure.
I mean, she might be into tarot. You don't know.
They might, but also
it won't be like her primary form of attack like it is in Frontiers.
Although, if you gave her Gambit powers, hold on a minute, that would be kind of kick-ass.
Although
it would definitely
Marvel might have something to say about that.
Yeah, Marvel might just be like, yo, that's literally just Gambit, so can you not do that? Anyways, that's all I have to say. Sonic 3, Sonic 4, hope it's not the last movie.
Give Amy the Channing Tatum
A
Gambit
gun.
voice.
No,
Give her a Cajun accent.
I shot my daddy's dick ready.
I'm about to make a name for myself here.
And Sonic's like, cringe.
Like, I can't understand you, woman.
I don't like you. Ugh.
What did you just say?
Who's your dialect coach?
Who's your daddy now?
Ew. The fuck?
And he says, I'll be back.
They'll make Amy from the future, and Sonic will try to be like in love with her, and she'll actually turn out to be Sonic's daughter.
There you go. It's an epic revenge plot. Anyways, let's wrap this up.
All right, let's get out of here. Yeah,
All right.
This week sucked for news, so that's our end note.
We love you guys.
We made
Bye!
All Things Keep podcast.
All things keep pop past.
Till next time.
Till next time, Spider-Man next week. Fuck you.
Spider-Man! Spider-Man!